Welcome to the Candy Valentino Show, the podcast for founders, investors, and entrepreneurs, where we have honest conversations about what it takes to grow your business, build more wealth, and create financial freedom.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Candy Valentino Show. All right, so I wanted to talk about a topic that doesn't just necessarily apply to business if you're an entrepreneur, but it also applies to finances, to your life, to really every aspect. And so often I hear people as we come into this new year, we're enamored with all of the things we want to change, all the things that we don't have that we want. Maybe it's a certain number on the scale, that we're not a certain size that we want to be, or we don't have a certain number in the bank account that we want, or our company isn't as large enough as we wanted to build. And when we really pull back the curtain and take a look, we find that there are a few things that you can actually do now to make your success not just predictable, but probable and possible in any of these areas of your life that you want to achieve, improve, or grow. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. But here's the thing. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for success. However, there are a few key fundamental principles that will greatly increase your chance of achieving any goal. And that is this, that you cannot change what you don't measure. Now, this really talks to the importance of tracking, of quantifying, of analyzing various parts of whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. This is life, business, relationships, finances, health. And so often I see really good people, well-intended people and entrepreneurs go out and they create all of this busy work. They want to launch a new offer. They create a new product. They want to learn some new tactic. They want to develop a new service, as opposed to taking time to intentionally pause and do the analysis of what's actually working in their business, what's not working in their business, what's currently working in their finances, what's not working in their finances. How do you improve on each one of those things? How do you track the effort that you're already putting out? How do you achieve more probable outcomes? And all of that analysis that you can do is really valuable insight. But more often than not, I find people don't want to pause and do it because it's the behind the scenes stuff. It's when the cameras are off. It's what you do when no one's looking. It's not the sexy stuff on social media. But no matter what it is that you want to accomplish, what you do behind the scenes when you pause intentionally is far more powerful than what you do in front of the camera, if you will. Measuring, analyzing, tracking, that's what creates awareness about the effort that you're already putting out. And it's what helps you stay focused and can create some massive motivation. Look, if you guys have listened to the show or heard me talk about anything before, you know that I'm huge into KPIs. I love business metrics. Why? Because analyzing the data, that's the key to really compound success in any area. It's how you make better data-driven decisions that will explode your growth. And that's because without measuring things, without really analyzing what we're doing, we're just creating a lot of noise, which makes us very inefficient. If you want to optimize your operations, if you want to drive up your profitability, if you want to make strategic decisions about your business, well, those decisions are going to be better made when you have the data to support what it is that you want to do. This applies to your finances so massively, because managing your finances is really key to any financial independence or success. Between budgeting and saving and investing and tracking your expenses, monitoring your expenses, knowing what expenses you can even cut out. And the way that you can do this is by running a State of the Union meeting. Now, if you read Wealth Habits, my book, if you heard about it on the show, I'm going to talk about it again because I can't believe how many people still are not implementing this in their life. Because oftentimes we hear a great idea and we think the idea is enough, but ideas don't change our lives. This motivation, me sharing this with you, is not going to change your life. What's going to change your life is the implementation and execution of the idea. That's what's going to change your life. That's what's going to give you a new result, a different outcome, a different level of life. It's identifying these key areas of where you can cut costs, how you can increase savings, where you can make better investment decisions. That brings us back to that State of the Union meeting I talk about all the time. When is the last time you took out your phone, your calendar, you blocked out 2 hours on any day? Pick a day, doesn't matter which day it is. Leave your office, get out of where you typically do business. If you have a home office, please get out of your house and go somewhere else. Pull all of your financials. Pull your bank statements, pull your P&Ls and your income statements, pull your cash flow statements, pull your balance sheets, pull all of your bank reconciliations, pull your POS system and any reports that you have of your POS or your CRM wherever you do business. And if you don't have a business yet, these would be you looking at all of your actual statements of your credit cards as well. Go take 2 hours, start to understand finance, because the key to do anything, whether you want to scale, you want to grow, you want to increase your net worth, all of those roads are going to run through data and your finances. It's really math and science. Success at its core is really math and science. It's understanding how you analyze numbers, it's understanding where to apply capital, and it's execution. And when we simplify it, we can then take that simplicity and really know what valves to turn in order to grow our business or grow our net worth. But you can't do that if you don't follow the data. So I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you, don't just take this as an idea. Don't just take this as a concept. Do it right now. Pull out your phone, go into your calendar, find 2 hours before you actually do it, whatever day that it is, run these reports, run all of your different financial reports, all of your reporting, take all of your credit card statements, your bank accounts, everything, and take a look and see, how much do I have going out? Are you using Amazon too much? Are you relying on DoorDash too much? You know how many fees are baked into DoorDash as opposed if you actually batched your food for the week? What are you overspending on Google Drive, storage accounts, apps on Apple? And see what you can cut. And then also some of these other things like your cell phone and your internet. You know, when is the last time you picked up the phone and you or someone within your company called to say, hey, is there any other promotions going on right now for my internet? Even with my net worth, we still do this once a year. I just did it. We just did it. We went through every single thing. We called APS, which is a power company here, to see if we're on the right program compared to when we actually use the most electric. We called Cox. We saved $42 a month just by picking up the phone to see if there's any way that we can get $188 a month down, and they took it down to $140. So $42 a month. That's $500 a year, just by picking up the phone. So what can you do to really increase your savings? Because here's the thing, business, money, finances are super simple. You make more, you spend less, and that gives you the spread to invest more money so that your money can make more money. That's all there is to it. So what do you need to do in your life right now to just increase what you make by 10%? What is it that you need to do to decrease your expenses by 10%? And then how do you take the gap, the 20% difference, and start investing that into your future and paying yourself first? When it comes to growth, when it comes to wealth, a lot of these principles aren't sexy, but they're actually what works. How do you take right now what you know, how do you increase your earnings, decrease your expenses, and invest more money so that you don't constantly have to trade time for it? All right, guys, I just wanted to give you this quick little episode today. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you didn't leave us a review, please, the team looks for these reviews. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to us on YouTube so we can continue to bring you great quality information as well as great quality interviews, sharing the real story behind building businesses and building wealth. That's all for today. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode. And if there was something that you loved or you had a specific takeaway, share it and tag me at Candy Valentino. And if you haven't yet, grab your copy of Wealth Habits everywhere books are sold. And for upcoming events or ways to stay connected, head over to candyvalentino.com. That's all for today. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. We'll see you next time.